So did you know that NASA is planning to send astronauts to the moon in 2024 for the first time since 1972?
Yeah, I heard about that, and I've never been.
I wasn't aware of the date, but I knew it was happening. And
there was a program that died during the Obama administration. I forget.
I guess it was a couple of years ago that I had heard that they were shooting for 2024.
I've learned about their Artemis mission. I can't remember exactly when I learned.
Well, it's pretty interesting. I think, while we've been thinking about Mars or, going further than that, we still have, the satellite moon that needs to be explored. So I think it will definitely open up possibilities for interplanetary travel because we will need a base, and moon definitely seems to be one of the natural choices to have.
It's fun. Think about the low gravity aspect of of just everything that has to do with the moon. Like that's insane to me. We could build like a 2-story building. You don't need stairs. You just jump up to it. Our whole life would be different up there.
Human involvement from people that aren't going to go to space. Welders. Welding rings on starships and super heavy boosters. Those guys aren't plotting to go to space on that rocket. But they're down there living. They're supporting their families, their communities, and all those things right down there, supporting that program.
But if you try to dig the surface of moon, and suddenly the other country like China came in and kick you out, and then start digging the same place, no one can say that you are wrong because there's no rule.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's one you can find anywhere. Even once you have a place on the moon, if you get to the point where you can actually refuel at the moon, I know you can get the liquid oxygen, you can make the liquid oxygen and stuff like that there, but I don't know if you can get the methane from the moon itself.
The biggest reason we have hope for putting someone on the moon soon is because now it's become, we're going to put a woman on the moon. This is going to be the first woman on the moon. So now we have the backing of what would have been the cancel culture. Well, we're not going to put a man on the moon. We've been there already. Now it's going to be, we want to put the first woman on the moon. And if
the problem with Earth is beautiful and it's great, but we do have limited real estate, and the population continues to grow and grow and grow. I mean, at some point you run out of room. And there's problems that would come with that. And so by continuing to spread, if something happened here on Earth, it does allow the human race to continue to exist. But
the good thing is now the honeymoon can be on the moon, right?
Oh, exactly. You go, hey, honey, let's go to the moon. Honeymoon.
And with moon's lower gravity, it could be a good place to set up shop and build factories or whatever, civilization, to where it's a lot easier to get off of the moon than it would be to get off of the Earth.
Or if, we went on a driving tour in New England a few years back with me and my wife did, and had coffee, breakfast, lunch, and dinner in 4 separate states.
Wow.
Well, you can do that in New England. You can't do that in Texas.
That's true. Unless you're on the edge, maybe.
Fair enough. But I think
the condition for the human exploration in space is limited by the supply of water and food, the gravity and the bone, the bone density, etc. Those physical impact on the body. And the third is the radiation
species. And because eventually something's going to happen to the Earth. An asteroid, nuclear war, we're perfectly capable of destroying it ourselves. We don't even need an asteroid to do it for us. But I mean, beyond that, in billions of years, our sun's going to be the problem. So
we really need to get a fire under some of these people and make them move. Elon has helped do that. I thought he was pretty bold when they talked about, the latest snag they talked about why we won't get there by 2024 is we don't have the spacesuits. And I'm like, really? What kind of people are you that can't make a spacesuit in 4 years? If it's going to take you more than a year and a half to make a spacesuit, then there's something wrong with who's ever doing your spacesuit contract.
Now, because I mean, NASA said over and over again how many things that have improved life here on Earth by their research and their, going to space and the space station and everything like that. So life's made better for people, but I don't think people, the general public, realizes how their life's been made better by space travel and space research. And so there's just
no problem. And it's been an interesting discussion. And if you have any further question, please consult me.
I will do. Thank you so
All right.
much again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.